Hey, what's up guys? Nils here and welcome back to another video. So as you can already tell by the title of this video, I finally decided to work on this video because it has been like heavily requested more than probably anything else. Like the most amount of DMs I get is time chamber, tiny task, etc. Even more than like room 50 carries. So anyway, I decided to actually invest some time and have a look on the time chamber and how you can actually tiny task it if you can at all. So after spending honestly a little bit too much time, and I mean hours, I have come to the conclusion that guys, it is literally impossible to make a perfect tiny task. And when I say impossible, it's literally impossible. But actually, wait, while we're at it, let's just equip our time lords, right? We're sitting here anyway, so might as well just speed up the pace here. So anyway, back to the important stuff. Making a tiny task for the time chamber that is perfect is impossible. I tried for hours to make a pixel perfect tiny task and it's just not possible. That being said, guys, it is possible to tiny task the chamber and still get all of the fruits. It's not gonna be clean, it's gonna be scuffed. It might look scuffed at times, but it works. So anyway, I thought a little bit about how I could do that, and I came to the realization that the best way to do this would be to actually make a tiny task that sort of your character is just like running around the time chamber in like a zigzag form, like sort of like a labyrinth, yeah? So anyway, pretty much I made a tiny task that like starts like here, it goes up until the end of the map, and then it goes up, and then it goes left again. He walks to the edge, goes up, goes right again. You get the point, yeah? So basically you just like zigzag through the map like this, obviously in a bigger scale, but you kind of get the movement, right? So that's what we came up with. Now, here's the thing. Sometimes the tiny task is gonna get scuffed. As I said, it's not gonna be clean. Like you're gonna get a paint in a wall. Like sometimes you might just get stuck in the boat, even though like the boat usually gets jumped over, like as you see. In most cases, like your character will get jump over the boat. This is a place where I get stuck often. Like I get stuck in here. I don't know how actually I managed to get stuck in here, but I do. But anyway, so that way, with that zigzag movement, basically what happens is your character will eventually unstuck and move out. Like it's gonna move slower, but it doesn't matter, right? It's not like you need to like do laps all the time. Like you will have more than enough time to pick every single fruit on the ground, yeah? Like, so for example, sometimes you will notice that your character might get stuck like in the corner, right? So what if my character like gets stuck here and he moves like to the wall, yeah, right? It's not gonna move, but it doesn't matter. Like I'm gonna be stuck here for about 5 seconds and then he's gonna move like down and he's gonna go left. So all in all, basically with this tiny task that I made, you will like go all around the map. It's gonna be scuffed, as I said. It's not gonna be perfect movement. It's impossible to make a perfect tiny task. Trust me, guys. I've spent maybe like 4 hours trying that thing, and the only thing that I managed to achieve was losing my mind, but it works. So anyway, I'm gonna go into position, and I am gonna play the recording, and I will as usually post it in my Discord server. So all you have to do, guys, is join my Discord. There is a Tiny Task Profiles section on the Discord on the Anime Fighters panel. So you have to go there and grab it and just use it. Now, one thing that I want to mention on that particular subject is sometimes I've heard from people that the Tiny Tasks don't work. And apparently you have to be using what's it called? You have to be using the windowed mode. You don't have to use full screen. And people say that the screen resolution, like how big your screen is, also affects that. So I cannot do anything. If it doesn't work for you, just go ahead and recreate the tiny task that you see now. Okay, so obviously the starting position is gonna be this fountain next to the time guard. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get like on top of that thing in the middle. You wanna put your camera literally on top of the character. Yeah, so just hold your right click down, like when you're like normally like this. Zoom out completely. Hold the right click down. And like do this thing, so you're looking at your character from above. Now, another thing that is really important is you guys have to pay attention to exactly the way your character is facing. So as you can see here, basically the line from the panel is exactly overlapping the beginning of the green health pool of the time guard. So that's how you should aim. your character for this tiny task to work as best as possible. And now I'm just gonna let it play through 2 laps around so you can see that it's never perfect, but while it's not perfect, it still works. Alright guys, so as you saw on the second lap, like it's gonna be always slightly off, as I mentioned earlier. It will never get to be perfect, like it's literally impossible to make a pixel perfect run, like it will always be off. So nonetheless, even if it's off, it will still like keep going. Like as I said, it's eventually like gonna bounce to walls, but it will always like walk, and it will always like be able to manage to grab the fruits that are around the time chamber. So I think this is the best thing that you can do right now. At least for me personally, this was the best thing that I could have done. So hopefully you guys find this helpful as well. Once again, I will post this on my Discord, so make sure you join the server if you're not, be a part of the group, and go ahead into the TinyTask profile section and grab it off there. Now, in case it doesn't work for you, do not message me. Like I know that I'm gonna get spammed by messages for people not managing to make this work, but at least you get the idea of how you should be doing it. So you can just like go ahead and just make it yourselves with your specifications, or whichever way you want it. Like do whichever adjustments you feel like doing. But yeah, this is it. It works, and hopefully this helps you. But anyway guys, as always, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you click the like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys all on the next one. Take care.